having a good time so far? You guys get closer. We don't bite. Come on, get closer. I know Maddie Jim's here, but she don't bite. So next we're gonna have 3 open guest speakers. We have Maddie Jim from First Nation. Let's give it up for Maddie Jim. We have Javier Rio. What are you doing now? You're carving up out. All right, give it up for Javier. And then we have Jamie Finkelstein, UNM Truman Health Services. And I want to thank Monica and Tara Lynn, Adrian Martinez, and April Cueva, and Alto Moni. Give it up for them. I was going to change her name to Alta Courtney, but so give it up for Maddie.
Ida ye hata ziviki do ida ye das nishiki do di tus buchana bangi behasigi das nishiki ye had dish di ye dantiniki do ye dantiniki do ye handa ziviki ye se had dish shoti I see what's bahasti or bahana shakende di yaha ahiki ashne beyate hande ado nas pasichin do konsiki etanitsi nas to pahi de abeyati do ata benjamin
Buenas noches, bienvenidos a todos, soy Javier Ríos, voy a dar la bienvenida en español. Estamos hoy aquí para el Día Mundial del SIDA y contra la lucha del SIDA. Hoy queremos honrar a las personas que han trabajado en batallar contra el virus y las personas que dedican sus vidas de la prevención y educación sobre el VIH. También queremos recordar a las personas que están viviendo con el virus y los que ya no están con nosotros, que han muerto del VIH o SIDA. También hoy es un día de reconocer los esfuerzos que han estado haciendo las personas en nuestros mundos. También y cómo impacta a nosotros el virus, el VIH, SIDA. Hoy también es un día en donde debemos educarnos en vez de seguir con estigmatización. Queremos dejar el estigma, la homofobia, transfobia, cosas así, seguir educándonos y abrazando a nuestros hermanos con el virus y la educación sobre los esfuerzos. Y gracias a ustedes por estar aquí con nosotros.
Good evening. HIV has been an issue in New Mexico just as long as it has been in the rest of the country. Hundreds of our friends, neighbors, and family members have died from the progression of the virus and related diseases they've developed. Currently, there are thousands of New Mexicans who live and work with the virus every day. UNM Truman Health Services has been caring for and treating the community of people living with the disease for almost 30 years and will continue as long as the need exists. Truman, along with the rest of the state and the country, are striving to get to zero in every possible way we can. On behalf of the faculty and the staff of UNM Truman Health Services, I want to welcome you and thank you for joining with us to remember those people we have lost, recognize those living with HIV, and strive to eliminate new HIV infections, eliminate AIDS-related deaths, and eliminate stigma and discrimination of HIV.
So, focusing on HIV-positive children and youth, the first World AIDS Day was held on December 1st, 1988. Since then, the focus has moved to bringing awareness and education to communities around the world. The 2014 World AIDS Day theme of Getting to Zero highlights the importance of zero discrimination, zero new infection, and zero death. Our goal is to ensure that this message is shared throughout the Albuquerque community and beyond. Tonight, our message is clear: remembering those we have lost to AIDS, acknowledge those living with HIV, and educate those helping us stop the spread of HIV. And I want to welcome Mauro Walden-Montoya.
I've got bad news for you. Your HIV test is positive. I heard those words 23 years ago in October. Columbus Day is a day I'll never forget, because that was the day I found out I was HIV positive. Now you'd think, since I'd already been an AIDS attorney for 7 years at that point, I was on several AIDS boards and I knew everything there was to know about AIDS as much as possible in 1991. You'd think that I wouldn't panic, but you'd be wrong. Because I heard those words and I never heard anything else. I was just thinking to myself, oh my God, I'm gonna die. But now I stand here in front of you 23 years later, and I'm so grateful that I've been able to live my life, that I've been able to go out and still be a part of organizations like this, of speeches like this, of events like this. Because I try and carry the message that even though I'm living with HIV, listen to those words, living with HIV. I'm not dying with HIV, I'm living with HIV. I've seen it all. I've had more than 2,000 clients, friends, and former partners pass away from HIV. I don't want to see that anymore. We see now that there's new treatments coming out. There's PrEP. If you don't know about PrEP, please learn what it is. PrEP is a drug that I actually take for HIV, but people take it now as a preventative. It's called Truvada. And I want, especially the younger folks that I talk to, I want them to learn about this and to find out what their safe sex practices are, and if they're not versed on safe sex, consider getting onto PrEP. But follow the instructions. I'm so worried about younger folks because I hear things, oh, well, I use it as like a morning after pill or a night before pill. It doesn't work that way. If you want to do this, you're going to have to live with it every day like I do. You have to take your PrEP. I also want to speak out to the young people because I know there's guys and women who have been diagnosed with HIV. I also want to tell you, it's not the end. I'm here, I'm going strong, I'm living my life. Friday, we opened in the Dolls Show, Christmas at the Yucca Vista Mobile Home Park. And I tell you that because that's been part of my life since 1996. I didn't think I'd be able to say that. But the Dolls are a direct group and we put on lots of fun shows, and this show is coming up Friday. And I've been in them since 1996. Even when I didn't live here, I'd fly into town, they'd give me a spot as Santa Claus to pop on stage. But it's fun. And again, I'm living my life. I'm on the board of the Wheels Museum, which is at the rail yards right down south of downtown. I'm on the board of the Southwest Gay and Lesbian Film Festival. I'm on the board of the Albuquerque Leather Daddies. And I'm president of the Albuquerque Gay and Lesbian Chamber of Commerce. So if you think I'm not living my life with HIV, think again, because I'm out here. One of the other things I did this year that I am most proud of, and I never ever thought I'd see in my lifetime, I got married in July. And at 56 years old, I'm the happiest I've ever been. The hell with HIV. It's my life, and it's not going to rule my life. I am. I have to take 20-something pills a day. In 1991, there were only 2 pills. There was AZT, and then there was one that was I called it a toxic waste mint because it was very thick, it's about this big, and you had to chew it. And they put this mint flavor in it to try and get rid of the disgusting chemical taste. It was really horrible. 1995 came around. Protease inhibitors came around. And that's kept people alive. And that's kept me alive. Now I want you to know, as I said, I'm living, but it's no picnic. So for those of you who are thinking like, oh, we can still do whatever we want, don't. Because you still face a lot of consequences. I mentioned I'm on 3 pills that are for HIV, Truvada, Persista, and Norvir. There's some 1-pill treatments a day, but those pills cause lots of side effects. I've got cholesterol, like I've been eating butter sticks my whole life. And that's from the HIV meds. I'm on cholesterol medicines. I'm on all kinds of other medicines that are cut from side effects from the HIV. I'm having my knee replaced in January. I had a motorcycle accident when I was back in law school in 1983. And it's been bothering me so much that now it's literally falling apart. HIV affects a lot of parts of your body that you don't really want to have affected. It ages you much more than you think it would. It ages your body. So I speak to the young people when I say, please, do whatever you can to avoid this disease. Get educated. I've been shocked to learn from a lot of the people that the public schools simply don't teach AIDS education anymore. I guess I was still an old-timer that it was always taught. It was a mandatory course that people had to take to find out how to prevent themselves from getting HIV. But I've talked to these young kids lately, the guys that are 18 to 20 or 22. They don't have a clue. Now, this is 2 problems. One is they don't know how to prevent themselves from getting it. And 2 is when they hear that somebody has it, they feel stigma towards that person. I want to say you don't have to feel stigma. We're not here to hurt you. We're here to help educate you. Now, you may see on somebody's profile clean, meaning that they don't have HIV. Let them know that that's an offensive word. Because it implies that I'm dirty. It implies that people with HIV are dirty. We're not dirty. I showered just a little while ago. But I want to leave you with this last message. Our message today is getting to zero. I've been doing AIDS work since 1985. I've been infected with HIV since 1991. I was diagnosed with full-blown AIDS in 1997. And I keep hoping we're getting to zero. I've been hoping for so many years now, and it hasn't happened yet. We're getting better, but we're not there yet. So please, I ask each, let them know that they can find out about HIV. Let them know that they can get tested through the Truman Clinic, through Empower. There's all kinds of resources out there. Educate yourselves. Use your tablet, use your phone, use your laptop. You've got all kinds of access that we never had growing up like we do now. Find out about it. And get out there and get rid of the stigma. Team Friendly is here, right over here. If you don't know about Team Friendly, there's an education effort to get rid of stigma on HIV. And they go to bars and they go to different places to educate people. So please, take this message to younger folks you know, and older folks you know. Maybe they're not practicing safe sex, who knows? Maybe they're not preventing themselves from getting HIV. Sure, you can live with it as I'm doing. But I'd really rather you not have it. Thank you.
This is Don Schmidt. He died. I remember when I did this portrait, I was in his bedroom and he tried to stay as still as possible. And I remember I broke out sobbing and sobbing, and he held me in his arms and I just sobbed my heart out. And I finished this portrait in tears. And he kept the portrait. He really loved it. Every now and then he'd drag it out. Isn't that okay? He really liked it. When they died, he gave it back to me. So when I heard they were having this vigil, I went all into my portfolio, to show all of you. Anyway, this guy is a real, he is a real hero to all of us, just so that you know that, okay? And it's not a plug for me. I have a studio right behind me. That's not a plug for me. This guy really, Don Schmidt is his name. Remember him, guys. We all owe a whole lot to him. Okay.
Thank you. What is your name? Ron? Give it up for Ron. Thank you. I know. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Jason, and I didn't plan on speaking, so I don't really have a whole lot to say. I'm here from Albuquerque Team Friendly, and our group, like Mauro had mentioned, we go out into bars, we go into youth organizations, we go anywhere where anybody will really listen to us, and we try to deconstruct stigma of HIV by talking about like modern treatments for HIV, what that means for infectiousness, talking about PrEP, talking about condom usage and all kinds of stuff like that. Our real thrust is just kind of getting conversations started. So we like to sit down with someone and just say, well, you know, what do you know about HIV? Let's take that as a starting point and work from there. If we're going to be hanging out, like we have Jamie and Brian and Andy. You guys raise your hand. That's like some of the Team Friendly group over here. We're hanging out, so after the Gay Men's Chorus sings, if you want to come talk to us, feel free to. Thank you.
Okay. So if we can have everybody lined up, so we can start lighting up the candle. Yeah. So just come on back, get it together. No, where's David? Do you know what to do? Oh, there he is. So I guess we have to line up at the front to help people. Is that true?